Yeah, g'day.
Hello, internet.
How are we?
Look good.
We're here just outside the Mushroom Cafe. It's just at the end of the day. Today we showed our group around the Central Catchment Nature Reserve, did a bit of a treetop walk, and explored the area. And it was a good day. Yeah, it was a good day. As a facilitator, experienced a few challenges. What were one of the challenges you experienced, Matt?
I think the challenge for me today was definitely having to change, I guess, the sequence of our activities. But I think within that, challenge, we also found a positive in being able to adapt and be flexible with what we were doing. So I think that was good. Seeing a positive and a negative, I think that was a good idea.
I found it quite hard to set a good pace for the day, so trying to keep everything flowing in the right order and in the right time without taking away from their experience. So kind of having that mental note in your head like, oh, we need to kind of pick up the pace. How do I do that without affecting how they're going to go about it and what they're going to experience while they're walking through the area?
One of the challenges I experienced when facilitating was just trying to find that balance between giving information and passing on some knowledge, as well as letting the students be able to take it in for themselves. So sort of trying to find that balance is a challenge. Something that I think I did alright in as well.
The biggest challenge was just working out what pace to go at, because we didn't know how long the treetop walk was, the actual circuit. We knew how long it was to get there and how far it was to get to the Mushroom Cafe for lunch. But if we had known the treetop walk distance, then it would have helped us plan a bit better to hopefully help those hungry tummies that some of the people were experiencing. So a few people got a little bit hangry, I think, which is angry when you're hungry. But in general, everyone was pretty happy after lunch, so that was good. I think one of the highlights for me actually was after lunch we did a few different activities and sparked up some really good conversation in our smaller facilitation groups, and a lot about the new train line that is proposed to develop through the Central Catchment Reserve. Did you guys have any of that conversation happen in your group?
A little bit. My group more focused on the visual side of today and what they saw, their experience and the take away from it. Which kind of links into my highlight of the day was we put a lot of effort into the nature side of things and planning against what we might see while we're out here, and to actually see a lot of those things while we're here was something that I really enjoyed. So having all of that planning done and the activities really flowed well because they were actually able to see most of those things while we were out there. I think it was really fantastic.
And the highlight of my day, taking on what Lockie and Jack said, was probably the processing part of it. And I think based on the experiences we had today and that sort of thing, it was really nice to have see our planning and processing go to work. And I think that meant the questions myself and the group were asking were more specific, and we were able to draw out some information and learning from the students. So it was nice to see how the experience of the day and how we process that sort of intermingle and start to see some results.
I think my positive was the group that I had. So they had actually facilitated already, and just being with them I think was really good. I think the small group feel was really positive for me. I guess it puts less pressure to look after 20 or 19 other people rather than just the 4. There were times when obviously we had to come together and address the whole group and facilitate that, but I think just for the journey that we were taking through the Catchment Reserve, I think it was really good to have a small group, because there might be some people that you don't actually chat to as much, or you wish you could connect with more. So I think having a smaller group is really good, probably for me. Really helped me with my facilitation. Really was obviously very helpful in getting involved and fully signing up for everything that we were offering today in terms of activities.
Good one. And I think just to wrap up, something fun that surprised us, or anything that surprised us from the day. For me personally, it was the generosity of time that the local Singaporeans were willing to have with us when we tried to run our activity called Street Talk Singapore, where we were trying to chat with people along the walk and find out what their connection with the Central Catchment Nature Reserve was, and just their generosity was really, really nice, and it was great to see that. So that was my sort of surprise. And,
My surprise kind of comes back to our group as a whole in the way that we were able to adapt. The whole second half of our day, we actually had to change up a fair bit of our activities, like their placement and how we ran them. I feel we did that really well. So we kind of rushed for time for lunch, and then that moved a few of our activities to after lunch. And just our ability to make that work and still keep that flow of activities was really surprising to me. It was definitely positive.
Yeah, another surprise that I experienced was obviously being in Singapore. It's a very urban place, but the dense and luscious natural environment we were in today really took away. You didn't really sort of forgot about the urbanised environment around it. It was really nice to have been in a natural place, yet the urban environment so close, but it felt so far away. That's a nice surprise.
I think my biggest surprise, I think I surprised myself. Obviously, having I think none of us have been in Singapore before, but when we were there and it kind of talked, I guess what Jack said about the amount of research we did. I surprised myself in actually being able to hold conversations and answer questions of the people I was facilitating. So I know some of my group members had some pretty really interesting questions about the state of the forest itself within Singapore as a country, and I was just really surprised at being able to recall information that we did on our Pokemon cards, and just other things that I was able to link to, and referring back to other places we've been to already on this trip, and people we've met like Namjing and Jeffrey and Jonathan, and just making all those links. I think that was it was a nice surprise for me, and I think it was beneficial for the group I was leading. I think they really enjoyed that knew what I was talking about. So
it's a good segue from yesterday, and it's going to carry on well into the rest of the trip. But for now, that's it for us for facilitation day, and I think we're going to go have dinner together and just have a little chit chat and enjoy the rest of the night. So well done, fellas. And Roy.
Fantastic job, that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.